So guys, before I start this episode, I just want to give a huge thanks to all of my loyal subscribers out there that are watching this video. I seriously appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much. I feel like the more I grow, the more haters also grow with me. And they just attack you for the dumbest reasons. And you know, I'm in such a good mood, and I've never been happier in my life, and I don't really care anymore. To be honest, I don't care about the haters. I don't care what they say. They just go after you for the dumbest mistakes, for the dumbest reasons. And I know that I have over 1 million loyal subscribers that I can look forward to. You know, you guys make me wake up every single day with a smile on my face, and you make this job so much fun. So I just want to seriously thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. So that's all I wanted to say. So with that said, let's welcome to Setup Wars episode 79. Let the Setup Wars begin. If you guys are shopping around for your next game, make sure to check out g2a.com because they have the cheapest CD keys available for pretty much any game. I'll drop a link to them down below if you want to check it out. As always, you guys can find the gear for everyone's setups linked down below. Also, if I recommend anything in this episode, I'll also link that down below as well. So your 5 contestants for this week are Andre, Bruno, Jason, Joe, and Sakruk. I'm sorry if I butchered any names. As always, you guys know I'm bad at names, so I'm really sorry. Let's go ahead and start off the episode. So starting off the show, we have Andre with a pretty sick gaming room. So he has a PC setup on one side and a console setup on the other. Very nice. So on the main desk, he is using a massive BenQ 32-inch monitor hooked up to my favorite monitor mount of all time, which is the Freedom Arm. And then sandwiching the monitor are a pair of Atom F5 speakers, which are being held up with some pretty interesting stands. He also has the E-Element Z77 keyboard with a Rocat tie-on mouse, which are resting on the Oddvalve trestle desk. I think that's how you say it. So for audio, he does have a snowball mic hooked up to a boom arm and a pair of AKG K7XXs hanging from the side. The LED clock does look pretty cool on your desk, but if you want something to match with the wood tabletop, a wooden LED clock would personally look better. And if anyone is interested, I'll drop a link to it down below. Cable management, on the other hand, is pretty good. It looks like the cables are on the bottom of the table, and I don't really have any complaints. The PC that's running the setup has an unusual color scheme, but it does have a 4770K and a GTX 980. Overall, this setup is put together nicely. Thank you, Andre, for entering, and sorry again if I butchered your name. Bruno Mars is next up with a very clean looking black and blue ultra-wide setup. So he has the Acer X34 Predator near the bottom and a massive Sony TV near the top for console gaming. Speaking of which, look where he mounted his PS4 console, guys. That's pretty sick. It also looks like he has a D-brand skin on that. Very nice. On the IKEA mall desk, he has the Orion G810 keyboard and a Logitech G602 mouse, both of which are sitting on top of the popular IKEA Risla desk pad. Also on the desk is a giant PC case, which normally would look weird compared to a smaller monitor, but because he is using an ultra-wide, it's pretty balanced. Speaking of which, it's equipped with a 6800K 6-core processor and 2 NVIDIA GTX 1080 Founders Edition graphics cards. Wow. Definitely a beast of a PC. Excellent work with the cable management. Now, normally people would just dump their cables on the rack, but Bruno here organized them well. Nice job. Also down here is the Easy SMX wireless headset, but overall a pretty badass black and blue setup. Thank you, Bruno, for entering. At number 3, we have another ultra-wide setup, but this time with a black and purple-ish color scheme. Jason too is using the Acer X34 monitor. However, for the peripherals, he has the Corsair Strafe RGB, a Mionix AVR SK mouse on top of the Massdrop extended mouse pad. For audio, he has a pair of Kanto U2 speakers and a Focusrite audio interface, which is custom painted in black to match the setup. Now that's what I love to see. He does also have a late 2011 MacBook Pro near his PC, which has a very nice custom loop inside the NZXT Manta case. It's running on a 6700K and an EVGA GTX 980 Ti Kingpin Edition graphics card. This thing is a beauty. And finally, let's take a look at the cable management. Looks like everything is hooked up behind the backboard and away from sight. Job well done. A very nice black and purple setup. Thank you, Jason, for entering. Changing things up, we have Joe with a pretty cool white and blue setup. Finally, a refreshing color scheme that we don't see as often. Now, even though there isn't much blue in this setup, it's still nice to see with the combination of white. So he has two 27-inch Samsung curved monitors hooked up to the Wally mount, which is resting on a custom-made monitor riser from IKEA. Underneath that is the Xbox One, which is skinned in black and white, as well as his Surface Book. Props on going with Dbrand, which is the best skin company out there, but everybody already knows that. For audio, he is using two Groove USB speakers, Turtle Beach 420X stealth headphones, and Astro A50s hanging from his PC, which is running on an AMD 8350 and an R9 390X. The keyboard is from Red Dragon, and it's the K550 mechanical gaming keyboard, which looks awesome by the way, and he's also using the Raphu V20 mouse to complement the colors. Most people don't get white mouse pads because they get dirty real quickly, so it's nice to see that you got some guts. I do want to give you huge props for adding a drawer underneath the desk to store your items in. I recommend these a lot on the show, and it's really nice to see someone actually using it. And finally, the cable management. Not a bad job, to be honest. I mean, there are some visible wires in the corner over there, but most of them are off the ground, so nothing to complain here. If you really want to clean things up a bit, a channel raceway would help a ton, and once again, I'll drop a link to it down below. A very sweet and subtle white and blue setup. Thank you, Joe, for spicing things up here on Setup Wars. Finishing off strong, we have Saruk with a mind-blowing triple monitor setup. God damn indeed. Three 24-inch Dell monitors hooked up on the wall with not a single wire in sight. On the custom desk that he created himself, which is also mounted against the wall, is the Corsair Strafe RGB keyboard and M65 Sabre mouse on top of the HyperX mousepad. It also looks like he went with some custom keycaps. Very nice. For audio, he is using a pair of Logitech Z200 speakers and an Audio-Technica M30X headphones hanging under the desk. Now, this is just my OCD talking, but I would have loved to see that quirky Nimbus clock in the center of your setup instead of on the left, so that's more symmetrical, but that's just me being picky. Everything else is nicely balanced. You did such an excellent job with the cable management. I mean, you even drilled holes for both the keyboard and the mouse, and everything is hidden very, very well. Now let's take a look at the PC, which I'm sure everyone has been eyeing ever since I showed this setup in the beginning. This water-cooled beast is rocking a 6700K and two Asus GTX 980 Ti's in the Corsair 780T case. Absolutely incredible. If I may be picky here, the SLI bridge isn't really contributing to this amazing build, and I would much rather see a custom painted white SLI bridge. But other than that, this thing is perfect. Even Saruk's entire room is black and white. I mean, the level of his consistency is unmatched. So huge props on that. But let's take a look at the main attraction here. Ladies and gentlemen, this here is a custom-made water-cooled PS4 and Xbox One system. I'm guessing the PS4 is on the left and the Xbox One is on the right, or vice versa. I'm not really sure which is which. But this thing makes Linus's water-cooled PS4 look like a preschool arts and crafts project. Mad props on this dude. Saruk, congratulations for winning the 9th seal of approval from Setup Wars, and what that gets you is a custom plaque, $100, and also a TechSource t-shirt. So if you're watching this video, make sure to toss me an email to claim your prize. Beautiful, beautiful setup, dude. Thank you so much for entering. So that is it for this episode. As always, make sure you guys drop your comments down below and vote on who you think has the best desk setup. As always, I'll announce the winners on my social media platforms on the weekend. Seriously guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate